Hello everyone, how have you been? The house show misses you and I am sure you missed us too. Alright, so we are back on today's episode and we are here to talk about something really important, something controversial, something you would really love to hear about. And of course, I don't always appear on this show alone. I have my very beautiful Vivian. Just say hi to the camera.
Hi guys. I know you guys missed us. We missed you guys too. And yeah, we are back. And of course, you know the energy. You know how we do it here. The vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes and vibes.
Alright, Vivian, thank you so much. We are not here to talk alone. We have two amazing people joining us again. I think for the second or third time on this show.
Yeah.
And we are always excited to have them because they always bring value to the table. We always get premium content from these people. And I'm supposed to start with the lady rather, but I don't want to go conventional. So I'm so sorry, Miss Madam. Mr. Man, please. We have Kelechi in the house. Drum roll. Alright, Kelechi, it's so glad to have you again on the house.
It's a pleasure to be here.
How do you feel?
That was good.
How do you feel to be Nigerian?
I'm definitely not answering this on set, but yeah, I feel good to be here. I'll be later.
Okay, I am back to the beautiful lady in the house. Come on, guys, let's give it up for Imagine Henrietta. Henrietta, how do you feel?
Successful.
Okay, you
know.
Career woman. Okay.
That's new.
That sounded intimidating. Like, you know, I thought that I was going to like leave her and then introduce the
Yeah.
man, and then it was that got to her. She wanted to tell the man that, okay, I am here. Is this successful?
I mean, no offense, man.
Okay,
I feel successful.
you
so.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels good to be successful. At least that sounded better than someone says they don't know how they feel about being here, about being Nigerian and stuff, right? Okay. Alright, so remember that this show is always brought to you by
Work Me Apartments, guys.
Yeah, Work Me.
Okay,
Work Me Apartments. Okay, guys. So today we want to talk about something really important, and as we all know, we always want to talk about something controversial. So we have a side who is for and a side who is against the topic. And Vivian and I are just somewhere in between. Anyone that confuses us will join them.
Exactly.
so Vivian, can you tell the audience what we want to talk about today?
Okay, guys. Just guess in the comment section. What do you think you're about to talk about? It's something controversial. But anyways, I will still talk it. I know your ears are open.
Talk it, mama.
So guys, today we're actually going to be talking about body enhancement. It hits you. It hits me too.
Hit me, oh.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about the different method of body enhancement. We're also going to be talking about the different types of body enhancement. And we're going to be talking about whether we should continue with enhancing our body or we should stop enhancing our body. Of course, you're going to be confused, convinced, or somewhere in between within the show, guys. So just relax and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok on The House Show. Make sure to join us in this particular conversation. So yeah, before we actually turn to our guests, Stanley, what do you understand by body enhancement?
Ew. Okay, so I think that body enhancement has to do with, like, I think the name speaks for itself.
Okay.
Body enhancement has to do with like you know putting things that you think are not in place, right?
Okay.
It's like God did not know where they are supposed to be.
I really would not want to go the God way.
Should we go the nature of the universe?
Let's go the apes way. Okay, so I think that when you talk about body enhancement, there are people who maybe they are giving birth to and they're not comfortable with how they look, right? I don't know whether it's a good thing. I think that's what we are up for, like the conversation we are up for to have today, right? So to know whether that's a good thing, the feeling of inappropriate about how you're made and all of that. So I think body enhancement has to do with like, okay, I think there's a part of my body I'm not really comfortable with. There's something I can do to it. I have the resources to do it. I think I feel very comfortable to do this to this part of my body. Then you go ahead to do that. So it could be maybe your face, people doing facelift, it could be your bum, people doing their bum lifts and all of that. It could be the breast enhancement.
Yeah.
I think just very recently, one of our very amazing celebrities had to do something to his face, to improve his body image and all of that. So that's what we are talking about. I don't know if the story about Michael Jackson was like true, but I think that having to do that to his face and all of the nose thing and all. So I think that's what body enhancement has to.
Okay, yeah. So the whole liposuction, the whole breast implant, tummy tucking, your nose rhinoplasty. Okay, so the facelift and all of that. But so when we are talking about this conversation, it's not just about the surgical part of this conversation.
Okay.
The people who go to gym too, to add some muscles here and there. Yeah, they're
I
all
want to see guys,
that's me tilting in favor.
No, these days now, the reason why people need to everly open up. Small conversation.
Okay,
before I told you
said, whatever happens in the house stays in the house. It's you now that's bringing this one out. I just said something. I thought even landed.
Wait, small conversation we had behind the camera. Then I want to go and add some, carry some
I
weight.
have not even said anything.
It's not fair.
I have not even finished.
I feel attacked.
Allow me to laugh.
I land now.
I'm going to help the both of you to say, you people, Stanley wants to start gym.
And if I start, I'm not going to wear clothes.
Get ready. Get ready, guys. So, the whole bodybuilding thing, the fitness, adding a muscle here and there. Ladies to go to the gym, to do some squats for their hip, bum, and all of those things. And of course, there are creams that you also apply for all these things and all of that. As well as some people also use hair, like, sorry, you're not bald. Yeah, give him a wig. Give him a wig. No, but it's still body enhancement.
Wearing wigs.
Not like wigs, like people put hairs on
Like
their
add
head.
extra hair.
Yes. Even the beard thing, you are trying to
I think what we say though, body enhancement is permanent most of the time. It's most of the time permanent or almost permanent. So what you're talking of is very temporal. It takes 2 months, 3 months and it's off.
No, they are still on
It's
their
not-
body enhancement.
Are you going to say
think
you're
you're
wearing
talking
a
about
wig now?
that
Are you going to
facial
say that's part of
maintenance.
body
It's still all
enhancement?
part of
I think
body.
that's
So when we
about
now
That's
facial
maintenance
beauty.
now. That's
no, they are different.
Okay, it's okay. Let's do this now in this conversation. Let's frame this conversation. Let's
I think this is
Okay.
big.
So yeah, it's
Okay.
very broad.
No,
So like, let's
exactly. So I'm
streamline
just trying to, tell people what body enhancement
Yeah, okay.
is. It is just that part of your body that you do not like.
Yeah, you
For
right.
instance, maybe I don't like how my skin looks like.
Yeah.
I could go for a skin peel.
Yeah,
Yes,
which is almost permanent.
exactly. Do you understand?
This
So
what Kelechi is trying to say is that
let's
we should
tilt
we-
towards the permanent.
yeah.
But okay, well, when we get into the conversation, so guys, that is what we are actually here to talk about.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kelechi, for coming to my rescue because I
Yes,
know that
yes.
the body
That was
building thing is
personal,
temporal,
that was
right?
It's not temporal when you built it and
No,
you
it does.
keep
If you
it,
stop, it begins to like go back.
Piercing
to
and
our
tattoos
fast.
are they also part of body enhancement?
It can be considered because tattoos now are almost permanent. It's almost the word.
But it isn't altering your body. It's adding something, but it's not altering your body.
This is a good way to talk to you.
Body enhancement alters
Alters.
something in your body.
Okay.
Tattoos don't alter anything.
That's why we say we
Okay.
gotta have a match on the show again. Okay,
Alright.
so we classify tattoos and all of those stuff as maybe like makeup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so standing.
Sorry, I was supposed to be the host in this tournament. In this
Okay, guys, he mentioned tournament. Something to celebrate on our show, guys. Join me as I celebrate. Calm down, relax. The award-winning debater in the house. Stanley actually joined in competing in a debate competition hosted by the One Youth Spark, right?
Yeah,
Global One Youth Spark, something in that line. So it was for tertiary students, and imagine it, and it was hosted in Ebonyi State. And out of all the students that had contested, our very own Stan,
Okay.
I'm super proud of him. Actually came out as the grand winner. So yeah, we're just going to be forgiving him anytime he mentions Stan.
Okay.
Just see that he's still in the euphoria. He's still basking in that euphoria, guys. Okay, so then I'm going to allow you to continue as the host of the show. Please, of the tournament. Since we're having the forehand again, please.
What I wanted to say is that you felt like you wanted to ask me a question. And I was like, we are supposed to be hosting this show together. Why are you asking me questions?
So guys, he's not scared of questions.
No, I think, okay, let's just do this here. We have two amazing guests here, and I know that most of them have like different views they would concerning this topic. So I'm going to ask. I want to ask Kelechi, but I don't want to match it and his her feminist gang.
I think he has something specific against
Like, oh my God, no, please, that's not what we are doing on this.
Actually, I am a full-time feminist. Like, yeah, my heart goes out to you all. But like, let me just like, okay, yeah. What do you think about bodybuilding? Do you think it's something that we should
enhancement.
Yeah, body enhancement of bodybuilding. So do you think it's something people should go for? Do you think it's okay for people to like get into body enhancement?
I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Kelechi,
Stamped. Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, I don't think it's right unless you have like a health challenge or something. I don't think it's ethically right. I don't think health-wise, I don't think it's right. Even for your body, I feel like you're committing atrocities against your body.
It's okay.
I'm gonna
It's
ask-
okay. It's
Okay.
okay. Let the battle begin. So because you're going to be referees for this, because I thank God you guys are facing yourselves. I'm far from yourselves. So please, whatever you do, just maintain self-control.
I want to take off my enhancement.
I'm going to say this right because I don't like people who shade me. You can't be doing that. I support you 100% if you want to do body enhancement. But baby, I'm natural.
Okay, team natural.
Okay,
Is that not like hypocritical?
It is.
You're
Exactly. I support
and
it,
you
but
are-
I'm natural. It means that if tomorrow I decide that, okay, I think I need some little boobs
Okay.
or what, I can do it. That's fine.
Okay.
But right now, I'm 100% natural.
Okay.
Just put it out there.
So if you have a woman,
Yeah.
let's say your woman, you guys didn't get this joke.
I got it, but you're trying
so
to tell me.
dumb. And then I said,
alright.
let's. And then I said, you now have. Okay. Do you have?
Adaptive reasoning.
Do you have?
No, I
Like this is the house.
Did you actually say you don't?
I don't.
Okay, guys. So
No,
you
no,
say
don't worry.
So-
Okay. Let's say you have.
Okay.
Even though we know you do have, but let's say let's say hypothetically,
Okay.
someone is there,
Alright.
and you really love them, like whatever and all of that, but
But
yeah,
you
finished mine.
they enhance their body.
body.
Is that enough for you to like not want to have anything to do with them?
I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, yeah, but it's something that if I'm sought after before the decision is made, I'll talk it down. Because I think for me to like you, for me to love you, means I love who you are, I love every part of your being, I love you as you are. It's not about how your body looks or how your skin texture feels like or the size of your boobs and ass. That shouldn't be enough reason to validate love, yeah? So, but
I think.
So does you mean that it's her justify herself based on your love for her? Are you trying to say her love for herself is not important?
that's not the point.
No, because you kept on saying for me to love you the way you
Oh,
are.
no,
Does
that's
it
not
mean
the
her
point.
love for
This
herself
means-
or the need for her to find that fulfillment in loving herself is not
the way
important?
she wants to.
Because-
It's very important. Self-love and self-care
Yeah, I
is
just wanted to
very
get that
important.
part.
Yeah, that's definitely important. That's always a plus.
What
In
if she
fact,
decides to love
So
herself
because
by
I
adding
think
this?
those
Exactly.
well,
things-
that's what's the reason most people go for all these body additives? What's the reason behind it?
What's the reason?
It's either clout, yeah, because of social media pressure, or pressure from people,
Yeah.
or external validation. You can't.
What about
validation?
What internal validation?
Validation based off of looks is temporal and is unrealistic to keep.
What if that is what I just want for myself? myself.
Exactly.
It's what you want for yourself, but it doesn't
Okay,
make
you
it
just
right.
want
No,
what I do
see,
to be
It doesn't make it
wrong.
right.
Okay,
So who tells me what is right?
This is what I want to ask.
I might
you,
want to
right?
smoke,
This is what I want to
but
ask.
does that make it right?
Okay, but this is
If
If I know that you're harming yourself, if I know that you're harming yourself,
Yeah.
would I, as someone that loves you, let you go harm
Okay,
yourself
okay.
or try to make things
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Okay.
I think he has been hitting on the fact that this is not good. So what is wrong about body
About-
enhancement?
Thank you.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to
Okay,
ask.
but I think before we come to what is bad,
Okay.
can we hear from her own side of
Okay.
Yes, because he has already built something.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So and then he has brought us to the point that it's something harming yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, we've come to that point. So let's hear from her and then we can continue take it from here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say something. When it comes to deciding to alter any part of your body, I first want us to understand it's not a decision someone wakes up one day and decides to make.
Mm.
There's been a thought process.
Exactly.
There's been an experience process.
Mhm.
There's been an emotional process
Mhm.
to the person making that decision. Yes, there are people that do it to chase clout.
Okay.
Yes, there are people that do it for external validation. But then there are people that genuinely do it because they feel less, one, which is an emotional state.
Mhm.
Or secondly, because they just want to have this thing.
Okay. So I want
I
to
could
why
just,
do they want
I
to
could
have
just
it?
look at myself and be
No.
like, oh my god, I love it when I
Okay.
see ladies that have boobs.
Okay.
I'm
And
like,
you
God,
want
I want to
to,
have boobs.
Yeah.
God already operates me with big boobs. And I
Okay.
just like it. And not because I want a guy to look at the big boobs. Just because I
You
like
want
it.
it because
I want it.
you want the confidence that comes.
So,
Because it's not about confidence now. It's that's something I like. It's like, okay, I see this girl wearing wigs, and I'm like, oh my god, I love that wig, and I want to get it.
Okay, no, I think wigs are up here because they're just things you can put on and
But
but this is
yes.
a permanent
But
thing.
I
It's a
also want to
permanent
ask-
something, but then it's also my body,
I also want to ask
and I'm
you.
altering it because it's my body, and I have the ability to decide that.
Alright.
Okay,
So
I want to
actually,
add
you
or
said
remove.
that there are people you agree that there are people who do that for clout, who do that for external
Yeah, we know there are a lot of
yeah,
people
and there
that
are
do
people
that
who
for
do
different
that
reasons.
Just based on
yeah. So
personal
if we
will.
agree, if we establish that, does that mean that you are against or you're not in support of people who do that for clout and
See, wherever your reason for doing it, girl, if you want it, go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think the major clash here is that both
For
of
me,
them agree
if you want it,
Yeah.
it is something you want.
because you have autonomy of your body.
It's
of
your
it's
body.
yeah. All right. So I
If
think
you want it, go
the
for
idea
it.
right is
And for me, I won't see you wanting it and doing it. I'm like, oh, she did it because of that. It's not my business why
So,
you did it.
much here. The clash in this conversation we are having is that you think that this is something that is really right, okay, for
Yeah,
every
it's
human,
okay for everybody.
everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
He thinks that this is something people want, but it has side effects,
Effects,
side
yeah,
implications. So I
implications
think that's the
about
clash.
it.
Like the clash is on the impacts, the harms, the
Yeah.
effects.
So your problem is on the side effects.
Not
The
just that.
health benefits.
Okay,
not
so
just
let's
on
hear-
what. Because I want to know
let's hear-
exactly what his problem
From what
is.
she's saying, yeah, body autonomy and all that. Body autonomy should come from a place of where the orientation, there has to be an orientation to body autonomy.
Okay.
Do you get?
What
You
kind
cannot,
of-
you cannot say your body your choice. Yeah. You cannot say your body your choice and then forget the consequences that could come up with your body.
Your body, your choice. If you make the choice, if it's your decision, you face the consequences.
So what are the
Now,
consequences?
This is something you're saying now. The one thing studies have shown that most people who go after body enhancements and you should usually end up dissatisfied because they come up with body dysmorphia and the where someone's a side of your hip is looking a little different or sorry. So a side of your hip is looking a little different, or because you've done your boobs now, you feel oh you need to do your ass as well. You've done your ass, oh I need my nose a little slimmer. You're never satisfied. When does it end?
Okay.
When does it end?
What if there are people who get satisfied after
They never do. That's the point. This is
Oh,
what
there's
studies
every
have shown.
possibility. There are people
from
that get
research,
satisfied.
from
doing
research,
it.
65% of people who have gone into body enhancement always went back for more. After the first surgery, they always went back for the next.
Because
Either
they're going for
because
something, they're not going to the
you're
perfection. they're
never
seeking
going
for.
to get it because there's no perfect body, there's no perfect texture, there's no perfect skin.
But like what
And
if
your,
your
and your,
default settings?
I like the passion with which you're like giving out all of this.
Yeah,
thing.
because-
And your concern is the health benefit, the health.
Not just
benefit.
the
No,
health,
and
even
it's
mentally.
it's not talking about
I'm
the
telling you
mental,
mentally
Right.
now.
So your concern
there's-
is about how it affects these people's thinking process and how they see themselves, how they keep wanting more, right?
Okay.
Of all of those things. Now I am saying here that if an adult makes a decision to do something, they're an adult. Let them
Okay.
do it. If they feel like it's okay and they are ready to bear the consequences, because if you ever make a decision to go and get liposuction, for instance, You won't go to a consultant and then he takes you to the surgical room. It doesn't happen like that. You're going to go through processes, training you and teaching you on what this is about, what the side effects are about.
The
And then
dangers
you'll
as
be
well.
exactly.
Because
And
people
then you'll be
actually
given
go
this
to the
opportunity to
hospital
go back
right
and
now.
rethink
Okay.
on whether you want to do this again. Nobody takes you for
And you
first year,
decide
takes you
to do it.
and then you decide to do it, you know exactly
Okay.
what you're going in for.
Let me
So
ask you
I
this.
say it is okay for any adults that decides to alter their body as long as they know and understand.
Let me
the
agree with you
consequences
for a
of what they're
second.
doing.
Let me agree with you for a second. Yeah, you're an adult, and you've decided in your heart that you're tired of this life. Suicide is the next bet. Yeah, you need to take your life. This is your decision.
Okay, we
It will
are
take
down
time.
to there.
I'm coming to decisions. Yeah. Based on
No, but this is
no,
not
no.
suicide.
Oh no!
I
Why
think
are
you should
you
commit
this is
suicide
not
whenever you.
We're talking
Like
decisions
this.
here.
This is not suicide.
We're talking decisions
When you're
here.
talking suicide, you're
Can I-
talking life threatening.
Can-
And this
This
life
is life-threatening as
No,
well.
it's not life threatening in that way. Suicide is
This is
literally
the
looking you in the
highest-
eye and saying
You can
death.
search. You can
Written in
search.
bold
So
letters.
can I come
Suicide
again?
is looking you in the eye with death written in bold letters.
That's the same way
it's
surgeries.
different.
Now,
No,
do you know body enhancement
it's
surgeries?
not. There
Can
are
I-
lots of surgeries that are now easy. There are lots of
Can I?
machines and things that make surgery
Alright,
more
so
easy.
let's
Let's
go.
see.
What?
Let's now, statistics have shown, even with the advancement of technology, even with the advancement of science, yeah, body enhancement surgeries are still the surgeries with the highest mortality rates. So you can't say that because technology has advanced, the risk has been eliminated completely. Yes,
Of course, let's-
slightly a little better, but normal surgeries are still less dangerous than body enhancement surgeries. Why? Your body could reject whatever is being added. Not just that, there could be problems with the flesh, everything, whatever it is that they are putting into your body and all that. There could be issues. A lot of issues could come up. So the mortality rate is still extremely high. And back to my point on choices, yeah? Back to my point on choices. The fact that you're an adult and you can make decisions for yourself, does it mean that if you make a decision that is threatening, life-threatening, because that's what this is, a decision that is life-threatening, that can annul whatever it is, make changes, permanent, we're talking permanent changes on your body, yeah? Such a decision, does that make it right because it's your choice?
Then I'm going to
The
ask
fact
you
that
who
it's your
decides
choice
what
doesn't
is
make
right
it
and who
right.
decides what is wrong?
You're not
Yeah,
too
who
bad.
decides what is right and who decides what is
That's a
wrong?
very-
So why are you calling it right or wrong? Because in your mindset and over the years, society has said, when you do this, it is right. When you do this,
Oh,
it is
no.
wrong. So whenever I am saying, I don't think it's either right or wrong, it's what I just
Yeah,
want to
you
do.
just-
So who decides that it is right or wrong? Why would you
Yeah,
tell me what is right or wrong about my life?
It is right or wrong in the sense of the effect.
Now that
Your life
effect,
could
no,
be-
that effect is my effect to suffer, right?
Yeah, it
So
is.
why should you be the one deciding whether it is right or wrong?
I'm not deciding for, we're talking here
No, you
about
said it.
Just a simple question.
About- okay.
Is smoking right or
or
wrong?
wrong. Good question.
I'm asking you to.
Oh,
Yes, it's smoking right or
it
wrong.
definitely
It
isn't.
is
Because,
wrong.
and the reason it's wrong is because of the health effects. The
Okay.
implications,
Smoking
the
is
consequences
dangerous.
of the action.
Everybody has the right to make the decisions they want. If you decide to smoke, knowing the effects of smoke, that is your decision.
And that's why the government does not ban smoking.
Yes, that is why
But
the
just
government
tells
does
you
not
the
give
side
you
effects.
it tells you, oh, this is the effect of smoking. It writes it even in the
I think
pack.
you're shouting, calm down.
And that's why I said
Yeah,
we need
people in the
informed
past.
sensitization. Check it. The government does not tell you smoking is wrong. Yeah, but what does the government do? It say no to drugs.
Yeah, I
The
think
government comes
I think
and
it's
they say-
great.
no,
They
not just-
say
not just they say
smokers are liable
are liable to die young.
Exactly.
So
So,
they're
if
still-
that is
that's
telling
what
you
I'm saying.
the effect of what you are doing, the effect, the
And that's
consequences
what's
of
that
the
called?
mistake of the decision
Informed
you're making.
sensitization.
Exactly.
And that is to
But they are not
that's to show
telling
you
you
that your
what is
autonomy,
right
your
and what is
autonomy
wrong.
and your choices could be wrong. That's what they are pointing
No,
out.
they are
Your
telling you
autonomy
it could
and your
affect
choices
you in
could be
this
wrong.
way. You do not have the right to tell anybody what is right or what is wrong.
So I want to ask
in
another
their
simple
life.
question.
Okay.
Is abortion right or wrong?
It's wrong. If when we're speaking, it's wrong. Like I said,
No, we're not talking
unless
about abortion.
unless it's from a
Because
point
this has to do
of
with bodily autonomy.
yes,
Yeah.
autonomy.
Yeah.
Unless from a point of say like you were raped.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now you were raped and then you took him after being
Okay.
raped. Now this now you should have a right, which is what they're trying to do in the US currently. You should have a right to
That's
remove the
sleep-
baby.
sleep-
Now it's very yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You can say because you were raped, the person's genes and whatever the effects, the trauma and all of that from the rape.
It's on you, yeah.
That's right.
And the
But
child
other
will
than
be
that-
reminding you of the situation. Yes,
Other than
and all
that,
of
I don't think it's the same
And,
way.
and
This
it's
is
the
same
woman's
thing.
body, right?
It's her body, it's her choice.
So she's the one who's going to carry that child for 9 months.
Yes, she
she's the one
is.
who's going to have altered body after the childbirth, right?
Yes, she
she's
is.
the one who's going to have all of the postpartum depression and experiences, right? So
Yeah.
if she decides, no, I don't want to keep this baby, it's attachment.
I think abortion
Agree.
is going to be like another topic.
Another topic.
But like I just brought it because
Because
of
it's
It's still
it's
body.
still body.
Yeah, but I agree with the point that it's a
choices
choice.
and-
That's why I brought it
It's a
up.
choice,
Yeah.
but does that make it right? The fact that it's your
So I
choice to
am
make
asking
doesn't make
you,
it right.
why is it right
Third
or wrong?
question.
We know the consequences, right? But why is it right or
Okay.
wrong? Is it because you said it is wrong?
Third question.
That makes it wrong.
Third question. Is prostitution right
Right
or
or
wrong?
wrong?
Because it's your body.
It's your body. Now,
Is
if you
it right or
if you
wrong?
economies accept prostitution as a part of their cultural practice,
And
Japan, for instance,
that's money
it's a
making
part of
venture.
their yes, it's part of their culture. It's a cultural
Multiple
practice
streams of
in
income.
Japan.
Can you tell us
Yes.
more about this?
In
Okay.
Japan, it's part of their culture. Like
Okay.
prostitution is like if you go in the streets of Japan and parts of Asia, it's very much allowed. Most men are permitted, so long as it's a one-night stand. It's very much allowed. Like you can be married
I'm
and
sure
you
these
can
girls
go
are
out.
doing.
It's
God.
very allowed. They rent girlfriends.
Oh
They
my
rent.
goodness.
They have the way we have streets in Nigeria for clothings, from clothings, like you walk into the market, there's a street for clothing, there's a street for
A shower
electronics.
line.
They
There's
also
a
have
prostitute
a
line.
prostitution
Yeah,
line.
shower
They
line.
actually call it the red district. It actually does exist.
Wow.
So they move into the red district, and that's
So that's what I'm saying. So you're saying
I'm not saying
prostitution
it
is
is.
bad.
It's wrong. It's a choice. Agreed. But does that make it right?
So why is prostitution
Why is
wrong?
prostitution wrong?
Okay,
Remove-
no, so Matt, so what's your take? Is
What's
it
your
right
take?
or wrong?
Like I would say with everything that has to do with the person's body.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is their choice. And as long as we're talking about adults who know the consequences of what they are doing, and they say, this is what I want to do with myself, I'm perfectly okay with it.
So what if what you want to do is going to
It's going to harm
you.
you.
For
That's my point.
instance, the reason why the federal government bans the hard drugs like cocaine and all of that is that not just that like they are bad, right, but they harm these individuals, and it is assumed that it's
Correction.
chill,
They didn't
chill.
ban it because it harms the individual. They ban it because the individual who takes it is now working on the effect of it and now destroys the life of
But
other
I think
people.
also
It's still effects. It's still
Also-
effects.
But the reason why they banned it was basically because it affects the next person.
the reason
Not
why
exact-
the reason
not
why
because of the
also
person.
government would force you to obey what's it called, traffic rules is that you're going to get harmed.
And harm
And
others.
you're going to harm others. I think that's where like
It's
the
the-
conversation
it's the ripple effect.
chill. I think that's where the conversation like comes to IC, because like in this particular examples I've given, right, there's always the first person and there's the third person harm.
Yeah.
But in this particular instance of body enhancement, whatever
you.
harm you're creating is
So
on
it's
Oh
on
you.
you.
no, that's completely wrong. That's false. There's also third party harm.
Okay, yeah, can we get
because
that?
when you do this and you die from the surgery, which you
Your
will,
parents will cry.
your parents are gonna
They will. Hey, Nigerian
Families
celebrities.
will.
Nigerian celebrities,
No, let me
please.
tell you this.
Because-
Everybody's going to die. So if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, but like you're dying quicker than you should.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stanley.
Everybody's going to die. So if he dies, he dies.
Whatever is going to make people die faster and more, I am up
And-
for
and
it.
not
Match
just that,
your
yeah.
account. When we talk about the ripple effect it has on people,
Yeah.
we're talking about how it goes down to children, the pressure, and all of that, right? Okay, so what I was trying to explain is that I really don't think that that's mutually exclusive, because people who make money and flaunt their wealth also mount pressure
Mount
on
pressure.
Exactly, and
people
influence
who go to
people.
who like bag like very massive certificates and awards. Simple. So like
I
I
like
think
the fact,
pressure.
I like the fact that you spoke about people who have a lot of money, yeah, and people who have a lot of influence. Now these people are the people that can afford body enhancement.
No, you don't
The
get
ordinary, no, get my point. The ordinary layman, your next door neighbor, yeah, cannot afford body enhancement.
What I'm trying to explain is that, right, pressure is not something we have to exclusively tie to
body enhancement.
Pressure can come from
Oh,
anywhere.
yes. Well, every form of pressure has its own form of.
So does that mean we should stop people from maybe showing off their wealth, or
Oh,
flaunting
no,
their
flaunting,
maybe
it
on this
could also have a
particular
positive
topic,
effect. People flaunting wealth can have a positive
Maybe
effect.
on this particular
Take
topic,
for
I'm
instance-
just
So you
trying
don't
to.
think this one can't have a
Oh, no.
positive effect? Because there are some people that see it and they are like, oh, I like this girl's body, but I think if I can get this from the gym, I prefer to go to the gym.
Alright, so let's get this clear, right? Because I think
Yeah.
that we really need to get like really clear. The difference between makeup and body enhancement. So makeup is temporary.
temporary.
Yeah.
Body enhancement is
It's permanent.
Yeah.
And also in body enhancement, there is a
Also,
surgical
yeah.
part
And then
and there is a
there's
non-surgical
actually
part.
an
And then there is an
There's
altering
actually
of the
an
body.
altering.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So now, if we agree that like these two things are just to make your body look better to
Perfect,
you,
yeah.
right? Now, if your line of argument is that people are always dissatisfied, people people are not comfortable. It's out of like maybe low self-esteem and all of that.
Yeah.
So don't you think that is also the reason why people do makeup?
And go to the gym too.
You're right, because I think the reason why people decide to like maybe bake their
And
faces,
you know this thing that we do now, microblading and all of that.
The reason why you also
Yeah.
put on cream, get what we why don't you go on afro?
Yeah.
So I the same thing.
I actually do like this point that you brought up. But it has significant differences.
What is the significant difference? Because at the end of the day, it is dissatisfaction with yourself.
You're
or like you pointed out, low self-esteem, or the need to make yourself feel better.
Yes, you're feeling better, but does it end there? And does it have a ripple effect on your body? Let's call it what it is. If I hit the gym, what's the ripple effect with me hitting the gym? I keep fit, I eat healthy, I feel lively, yeah?
You bleach your skin.
No, I'm giving you the benefits
How about
of
when
hitting
you
the
bleach your
gym now.
skin? How about when you bleach your skin?
That's
How about when you make up and you have acne and some of all of this?
that's still the ripple effect of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Is it
No,
wrong?
because-
Does that make it
I'm
wrong?
giving you like
Exactly, that's what
the
I'm trying to
ripple.
say. Is it now wrong because of
Oh
all
no,
the
the ripple effect now of this is that it could be life-threatening and it has more like the health issues is very strong.
Are you a doctor?
I'm not in the medical field, but regardless.
Because you're talking
regardless,
about
I'm
the
so
people who
passionate
are meant
about
to
this
save the
because
world and you can't.
I can't. I know the world doesn't even need saving. That's why it's crazy.
Okay,
But
thank you.
that's conversation for
Forget
another
it.
day.
Thank God everybody's getting to my point. The world should just end. Because if there was no life, we wouldn't have been talking about. I mean, the world is not perfect. Why do we continue to live in a perfect world? A world where
Very
people
good
need
point.
to add.
Why are we trying to make it perfect? The world already.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, the world.
Perfect.
That is what she end the world because
No, I
in
think
your
everybody
world, you
should
need to add
enjoy
one
and
goal.
their perfection wherever they can get.
See, get your self-esteem, get your perfectionism, get your self-worth from things within. No, really, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't
Okay,
be
from things within.
Yeah, it shouldn't come from your appearance, external factors.
Oh, I do like
It
to. I
shouldn't
do
come-
like it to come from my appearance.
Man, that's
Girl,
very
I like to
temporary.
do it.
That's very temporary. That could change.
Maybe you should
everything
like stay
overnight.
like 3-4
You
months.
could have an
actually
accident.
upgrade. Since
Oh my God.
you say come from
No, but
appearance.
that doesn't determine my self-worth. Regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a tech bro, I stayed months without obviously.
Yeah,
Without
because you're
having-
inside the house.
Yeah, but even when I'm coming out, I've come out a couple times.
But she's
now.
a model and she needs to look hot for her business to thrive.
Now that's a business. Now you're talking about a business. You need to look good. Your business is selling beauty. So if you do not stick to selling beauty, your business will
That's
not.
what you need to enhance.
As someone who is in the beauty and fashion, I can do the whole enhancement and extras.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's not
I'm saying-
wrong.
I'm saying-
No, because it's
because
not his
it-
business.
And
You're
when
selling
I
beauty.
feel from his own point
Oh,
of
no.
view, yeah, he's actually on the whole surgical part. Yeah.
Surgical is very
Okay, so we can actually hit the gym.
Yeah.
So there is an alternative to all these things.
these.
Okay, so you're saying basically seek your whole body changes and all of that, but don't go the
Can
medical
gym
way,
give you
don't
more
go the
rest or
surgical
something?
way.
It does. It can.
Maybe.
It actually
It's
does. There
fast.
is.
It's
It's
fast. It's
only
fast.
it's slower.
So,
yeah,
and
it's
it burns and
slower.
it takes a lot of
effort.
strength.
Wow.
So consistency. But
But
we are
all
going
this is
to
muscle,
get there.
body fat.
Yeah,
and
so
building.
it's just for you to just be consistent and choose your own, your own problem.
Now, how many of us
yourself.
have the patience to go do that for like 6 months?
Okay,
Yeah.
patience is a
But
virtue
Patience
that
is a
you
virtue.
clearly
So
do not
it's
have.
okay, yeah,
when I have the money to
And
give
I
a doctor, I
see
get it done in
that.
like 1 hour.
Okay.
Have you thought about the 6 months healing process? And in those 6 months now, a mistake could come up. In those 6 months, things could go wrong. Do you get like a lot could happen in
Alright,
6
guys.
months?
Okay, guys. So at this
It's
point,
way more than that.
I
You
know.
know what I'm
Okay.
I agree.
It's way more than
Like,
1
no
hour.
matter what it is easier for me to use the money that I have, get my body done the way I want it. As long as I get the best doctor that can give me what I want. Go the whole medical way, it's safer. It's
If
easier.
either of you are not,
It's
if
safer.
either of you are not comfortable with either of your opinions, after the show, you can go find.
continue.
I'll be
Guys,
there to
guys, you've actually heard from the guests in
Yeah.
the house. It's your choice, it's
Yeah.
your decision.
Yeah.
But for us here, we've actually told you what from the health implication, and then if you have the money and you feel you are not feeling good enough with your body,
And if you like, there's a doctor you
you
trust,
trust, yeah,
keep
to
it
get
safe
it for
for
you,
Yeah.
then you can go ahead. But if you have the patience, to wait and go to the gym to get these things done, then why not do that and save yourself the whole
Stress. And if
stress,
anything happens to
and-
you,
and then
you
on the
hold
other
yourself
hand, if
responsible.
anything happens to you, it's your choice.
maybe
Because
your
remember,
family.
remember
Of
you
course, if
actually
anything happens to me,
chose.
it's my choice.
Yeah, remember you actually. So it's just a decision to make, but then we've brought the tea to you so you can make your choice yourself.
See.
Do not forget that this show is proudly sponsored by Wagme Apartments, guys. Okay, Sonny, what's that thing you used to say again?
Buy your Wagme Apartments.
You know they always say carry your market
For
for
your
your
head.
head. You know? So guys, on this show we always carry our market on our head. So make sure to pay a visit to Wagme Apartment for your parties, your staycations, and remember, I will always tell you that when you come here, the content curator in you is gonna
we are rules. We are rules.
So make sure you pay a visit and come to Wagme Apartment. So for now, we're going to be saying bye for now, but do not forget to leave your comments for us and make sure to like and share our post. See you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.